A Russian oligarch has transferred his assets, perhaps not a surprise to many people.
Yes, well, away from Harry, but still sticking with billionaires and brats. The children of Roman Abramovich had their the assets that were going to be stripped from him at the onset of the UK government and other places threatened with the prospect of the onset of war in Ukraine. He quickly, it seems that, according to some anonymous documents that were anonymously shared with The Guardian from the offshore provider Merit Service, which is the kind of organisation that deals with all these offshore, collections of money and for billionaires, found that he basically shifted all of his assets towards his children so that they became billionaires overnight. And this happened, I mean, the important thing is that this happened 3 weeks before Putin's war in Ukraine began. And so then, it comes as a surprise to absolutely no one that someone as rich as this would be able to work out how to not lose all of his assets and money with threat from the UK government. And the suggestion in The Guardian is that the rules should be changed to have the children have their assets stripped as well. The legality of that, I'm not sure. There is Sofia Abramovich, Roman Abramovich's daughter, infamously came out in a few weeks after the war began saying, there is the biggest lie is that all Russians support Putin. So there is I think which most people probably didn't take incredibly seriously given her father's relationship and history with the Russian state. But, there is the kind of whole argument about asset stripping from Russians, I think, has its limits because, lots of people at the time when Roman Abramovich was in the papers and in the news pointed out the, the sort of contradictions between doing something like that and then there was the question about Saudi Arabia and you get into kind of you get into moral quandaries. But the most important thing is to continue to say that, criticise Putin and to highlight what the Ukrainians are doing in that war.
Yeah, but closer at home, Michelle Mone and her husband, siphoned off some of the profits from PPE MedPro, didn't they? And that's why the Department of Health and Social Care now have lodged a lawsuit against them to try and get that done. Because she siphoned money, the company siphoned money off to make her children benefactors from the profits of the PPE, which we know now some of it wasn't even fit for purpose.